Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Talos Principle 2. We're done here, right? I'm pretty sure we did everything. We even found that band, so we should be okay on all fronts. So we'll get back on the train. And we'll go to South 2, Verdant Canyon.
You know, I always kind of resented Byron for being so charming and charismatic. The dashing explorer. And one of the first companions, too. Being the voice of caution is not a fun role to play. Always having to be the responsible one, the killjoy. The one who says, maybe that's too much. But sometimes it is too much.
It's not your fault, Al.
I mean, that is true, but, you know, but then also, is it like a role to play, or is it just like who you are to an extent, you know?
In this area, we have an especially weird problem. Something in one of the labs is going completely bananas, and I can't shut it down because I'm not, well, you. Come find me when you're ready. What is it with the language libraries and bananas?
I actually don't know. Why is that? I mean, banana is like fun to say, I guess. That makes some sense. Makes sense to use it in sayings and stuff. Anyway, do we start with a puzzle or do we start at a lab? I'm not sure. Nothing to say. It's a shame. It's definitely more green here, more like Savannah-like. I like it. The door. Mountaineer. That still feels weird. What are we doing here? We're going up there. This is barely a puzzle though. So far at least. Can I jump down? Space, disengage. Do I do a flip there? How do I land these? I want to know. Graph shifter. How do we graph shift things here? Like, how does this work? Oh, okay, it makes like a thing up here, I see. We can put one there. Where's blue? Oh, okay, the connector's up there, so we just kind of push it, or pour it, I guess, sure. Does it always pour, or does it like, I don't know how this works. Like, there was like gravity on this wall, so did it just pour towards that because that's where the gravity goes? Or is that like a property of the graph shifter that if we, like the way it faces, that's the way, like that's down in the weird tunnel thingy? I'm not sure. I'm not at all sure. We'll find out. Is that connecting? It is. It's hard to see. But it is.
If the language of creation is a kind of melody, maybe that's why we respond to music the way we do.
Maybe.
Because we recognize something that can't be expressed in any other way.
That's
and
possible.
when we play music, we participate in something ancient.
I mean,
in an act of creation.
Yeah. I like that. I like that. I do.
Come on, out with it. What's the problem?
I know you're very busy, but you need to pay more attention to what's happening. Everything's slowing down. People are losing track of the bigger picture.
They're still traumatized by New Alexandria.
It's more than that. When I organized the last expedition, I had real trouble finding volunteers. There's no enthusiasm for the outside world anymore. They want to look away from history, pretend there's no past and no future. I'm really worried, Athena.
Okay. I promise I'll look into it as soon as I'm done with this.
Done with what, exactly? So when did that happen? I wonder. Nice fox. Is there stuff out here? There's definitely a frog there. Another frog, and another frog, and another frog. And another frog. I like it. That's definitely something. Can I walk over there? I can. This might be a Lithros here. It doesn't feel quite remote enough though. It's Trevor. Okay, it makes more sense. South. From Miranda to Athena and Cornelius, larger organisms from the northwestern plains are already moving into the rivers. I've seen frogs and dragonflies. The last generation of plants is really taking root, no pun intended, and is slowly transforming the desert. And yesterday a bunch of seagulls showed up. With some more work, we could apply this anywhere, including Mars or Mercury, or somewhere much farther away. We could transform a lifeless rock into a place teeming with life. We could make millions of dead worlds come alive. Miranda. Irrationality. An Irrational Species from Enlightenment on the Precipice by V.A. Malik. Human beings are deeply and inherently irrational, the claim goes, and on some level it's hard to disagree. The most human behaviors are irrational and in a sense unnecessary. As animals, we don't need to write poetry, pray, or observe the stars, but to view human history as largely irrational is to get it backwards. The problem with human history, and then there's some hacks, the pragmatic everyday realities of mere survivor to the covert logic of global realpolitik. Is that a loan word? Yeah, I mean, that's German. Anyway, is that it is, in fact, ruthlessly rational. Far too little space for irrational things like kindness or inspiration. Those who imagine that a return to a more rural, traditional form of living would be a romantic turning away from the tyranny of reason forget that there is no one more brutally irrational than a farmer. It is the city that allows us the romance of the countryside. It is technology that allows us to appreciate nature. The purpose of reason, ultimately, is to build frameworks within which we can be irrational. That is true. I think, I do agree with that. It's hard to scan. Because it's so split up. No, don't call her that. That's not a phone number, that's hex. Phone really thought, oh, you want to call that number? Nah, I don't. Do not call this number. Probably not a real number. 457870656374207. I don't know. Seems unlikely. Not impossible, maybe. But there's like no country code thing. I didn't copy that last digit. They didn't let me highlight it. And I'm mad. Or maybe it did. It did copy it. It didn't highlight it though. That seems broken. Expect poison from No, not that line. Low. There's a different whatever game. Not game. Phone. What? There's two different lines. You suck. Why did it copy like both? Or didn't? It's just the highlight thing is completely off there. Expect poison from the standing water. Yeah. Interesting. Anyway, Trevor.
After we talked about science fiction, Alex gave me a book. Her favorite book, a novel called Athena. It's not exactly what I'm used to reading, but it's pretty good. And it really made me wonder how we're going to be perceived if this project works out. Are we going to be mythologized? Is Alexandra going to be this distant mythical figure instead of the real, funny, human person that she is? It's hard to imagine that we'll all have been dead for hundreds of years. Man, I'm scared. I'm really scared. I don't want to die.
That's gotta be crazy. To know that you're gonna die, to know that everyone's gonna die, to know that biological human life is just coming to an end. And to record these, like, you know, messages for maybe no one. Or maybe some robots, you know, hundreds of years down the line. Kind of hard to imagine what that would be like. I thought that was going to be a thing from a distance. Looked like a boat or something. It's not. Wait, can I not? No, I can. Okay. This feels so disorienting. Oh man, it's so weird. This might be an opportunity for something like this. I want a better backdrop though. That might be it, that might be it. Okay, where was I going though? What? There's clearly like a platform there. How did I not land on that? What? That is weird. I don't know, it gives me the prompt and I press space and it disappears. Like looking straight down, that's where this is. Right. Maybe go to the very edge here. Okay, this time it landed me up here. Still closer to the edge than I should be, I think. Very weird, very disorienting. Being upside down is just not good for my sense of direction. At least we got something out of it. I was gonna go look for that lab, but now, you know, I'm here. Alright, so that's Trevor down there, and then... anything in here? can see through that rock. Okay. Let's keep exploring. Let's look at this actually too. What do you want from me this time? Oh, you're... okay, you're just... wait, but you're not. Interesting. Confusing though. Where does this connect to? Up here. What lever number is this? Oh, it's a secret one. Okay, let's do that. Question block. Is that like writer's block where you don't have any questions? So we can go up here and then what? So we can like, if I do this, this is gonna push, no, it's gonna... So this is not, this is always gonna, but if I do this instead, then it's gonna pour it, yes. So it's always where it's pointed, okay. And then I can have, well, I can't have this because this attaches here somehow, but I can do this, and then it drops here. And I can have this hexahedron, which looked really weird from below. And now I can have a fan here, and then I can have this. And I can go here. I can't reach that, okay. I thought that would just get me high enough up here, but it doesn't. But then what's the point of this? Or we can do this, right? We could do that, and then... But I can't get into that from here. Because if I put it down, it's already gonna go, you know? From here I can't place this in a way that makes sense. This is gonna go down, not up. Oh, but I can do this. But it's also not high enough, right? I thought I could just send the cube over, but I can't. Because it doesn't touch it. Interesting. But if I... Where did the cube go? Oh, but it immediately went all the way. Okay, that's not what I wanted actually. Because now it's kind of stuck there because I can't send it back. Okay, so it's not like a timing thing where I dropped this late. Actually, what am I trying to do? I'm just trying to get this in here. I just need this cube down on the ground in here. I'm confused. This seems like a weird problem anyway. And now this would go... Yeah, but I can't... How do I reach this? Is it just... Is this high enough? Yeah, okay. That's a really weird puzzle, honestly.
That was really kind of excellent.
Thank you. I don't know though if it was. Kind of, maybe, yeah. It's a very weird puzzle, the way it's set up. I don't know. I felt like there should be more to it than there was, you know? Anyway, there's no way to connect anything here, so... Where is that connector? I can never see it anywhere. Here. Always too far away. Or too, like the angle is bad, yeah, here. What is this? What is this? How do I get up there? Well, that maybe I can do from in here, though. Can I see that? Sure can. And what's in here? An inverter. What? That I can't carry out of here. But I can connect it to this. And then this. Like, what inverts to green? Nothing. That makes no sense. That doesn't make sense. Because inverter's only red or blue, right? So it feels more like we send, like, something. Through, like, this gap and then this gap, maybe. I don't even know. To mix. But doesn't the mix. I don't know. I don't know yet. This doesn't make sense yet. Because I don't think anything inverts to green, does it? I don't know, maybe. But I feel like inverters are just for red and blue. Or they have been in the past, anyway. How did I get up there? Is there a way up here? Yes, maybe. Absolutely. Okay, interesting. Okay, that's a really weird setup here. Because then we get an RGB converter here. Which we could use somewhere to convert something and then make it, and then invert and send it back. I don't know. Okay, we know that that's here, but we still have nothing to connect it to, and I don't know where to put it, so we'll just leave it there for now. Oh, I haven't even done level 2 yet. Right. Went a big loop around it, I think. More frogs. Level 2, let's go. Spiderweb. Okay. Okay, actually, like this. Probably. Just gives us this connector. Alright. That seems useful. Oh, but yeah, that's the wrong way. But now can I just go and grab it? Because it's standing there and I could just walk back on this, right? Oh, but I can't, no, I can't walk back on this either, right? I can be sideways here. And then here and then here. I don't know if that's the intended way of doing things, but I can do that, so I will. So I will. Where do I put this though? Do I have to go over top of this? Maybe. Or I could have just probably placed it up there. Right, I can just do this, and then... do this. Okay. But I also could have actually just walked around up here and put it like over there or something. What did I hit? Oh, I hit this beam? Okay, that looked like it was high enough up. But yeah, it's no. I'm a good jumper. Get lots of elevation there. Makes sense. But now this is a level where we could get blue out. So level 2 could get blue out for sure. I don't know where we would put it, but we could get it out. Definitely. I want to go find that lab now. Maybe level 3 first, and then that statue. And then upward migration, okay. Okay, red probably opens this gate, I would imagine. We have a connector here that connects what? Early here, nothing. Where's red even? Here, that's very far away. And we can grab shift. Okay, so we probably wanna connect this here already. And then send it up here. But then where do I go here? If I do this, you go here. If I do this, you go there. I can pour you away from here, can I? Like if I pour you here, you go over there. But now I can't. I need to connect you here. I guess. I maybe need you up and then you. Okay, no, yeah, I think I know what I need to do. The setup is bad, obviously. Gonna need. Can I drop you down? Where do I drop you? Oh, I can just grab you, right. So you connect here, and then I send you here, and then I send the other one up there and then over, right? Yes. Not too bad. Makes sense. Not mad at it, not mad at it. And we can have red up here too.
I've known Byron since day one. I was the first to be born with upgrades from the original Soma design, and he was the first to volunteer to upgrade his existing body.
Yeah, he was a big supporter of upgrades. Deliberate evolution, he called it.
Athena and Cornelius were very kind to me. And so was Byron, but he also made fun of me. And oddly enough, that made me feel more like an equal than anything the others said.
There's something to that, you know. I like making fun of the people that I like, you know, more so than people I don't like. I also like to make fun of those people, but like it's a different, it's a different vibe for sure. Anyway, and I feel like there's some sort of like, I don't know, it's like some weird level of like respect, right? Like I respect you enough to know that you can like take a joke, right? And that you can understand that you know, like I trust you and I know you well enough to know that I don't mean to hurt your feelings. And even if maybe I do, you can maybe forgive me because like usually I don't hurt your feelings with these jokes, and they're just jokes. They're just, you know, they're just jokes. There's no malice. There's no bite. I don't, you know, sometimes you overshoot the mark a bit, but I feel like a good friendship, relationship, whatever, can handle that. And you can also, you know, say that, you know, that went too far, and the other person is going to be like, oh yeah, no, I can see that, I'm sorry, I'll adjust going forward, you know? Anyway. Anyway, what am I doing? I want to look at that, but then also, it's just a sprite. There's a memory right there. Where's the lab? I do want to do the lab now. Let's just check this memory.
Today, for the first time, I synthesized life. It was just a unicellular cyanobacterium, but the sheer complexity of even such a simple organism is breathtaking. Creating it from pure energy, I was filled with a sense of awe and majesty. A sense that what I was doing was sacred. It made me think about the enormous power of life. 2.5 billion years ago, these simple beings terraformed the entire planet, creating the oxygen that underlies the Earth's incredible biodiversity, wiping out thousands of other species, but making the future possible.
Yeah. It's crazy. Definitely wild to think about. Just a bunch of frogs. Where's that lab? Oh, there's a sprite. Do we chase it now? I feel like it's gonna be annoying. Don't go up the anti-gravity thing. Of course you do. Where are you going this time? Don't go in the ladder. The fact that I'm faster is kind of nice because I can catch up, but it also means that sometimes I overtake it and I don't know where's it going. I guess this time I'm only really caught up because it stopped already. I don't know. I don't know actually how we get up to the statue. Hope it's gonna be obvious once we get there. What are you doing up there? What? Why is that so hard to hit? Because I couldn't see the jump. Wrong side. I think. Did you go in here? You did go in here. No, you didn't. Where did you go? I lost you completely. I've already gonna go right. Oh, right here. I see you, I see you. I was gonna go right and then left, but I was already committed to going right. Should have corrected instead of sticking with my course though. Why are you going up there for? Oh, you suck. I don't know where the way up is. I'm not making it before the music runs out, because I have no idea where the way up is here. Not on this side, I should have gone the other side, but I didn't see a way up there either. Those are so mean. Yeah, just out of time on the music. Very annoying. Where are you going? Are you just going all the way up? It's the statue now? Yeah, okay. And there's the way up. Just should have... Oh, here. Mean.
You must yearn for a better world. Yearn for it with such intensity that your heart suffers. Keep your eyes on that distant vision even when you know that you may never reach it.
Yeah. 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 Yes. I agree. Oh, it's the... It's this. That makes some sense. I still don't feel like these make sense. Maybe? I don't know. Probably do. Okay, where's the lab though? I'm not sure. It's a crazy looking lever. Second. What lever is this? 5. We haven't done 4 yet though. Hey Al. How it was before. From J.J. Nakarembe's Akaba to Antarctica, moments of transition and revelation. My great-grandmother lived to be 108 years old, retaining her sharpness of mind to her last day. A couple of months before she died, I interviewed her for my podcast. At the end, I asked her the same question I asked every guest. What is something you wish everyone understood? She thought about it for a while, then she said, how it was before. She tried to explain how much time she spent every single day on utterly mind-numbing activities like hauling water from the well, and how radically everything changed when the area was finally connected to the electrical grid. Before, there was no time to live, she said, no time to be free, only work, work, work. I countered by saying that there didn't seem to be much time to live now either, but she laughed derisively. I had no idea what work really meant, she said. Young people were weak and feckless, and that's why we let corporations exploit us. Slightly unnerved by her harshness, I asked her if she missed anything about that time. Old photos, our village seemed idyllic to me, but my grandmother quashed any romantic notions I might have had. The past is bad, she said with some finality. Let it be. So many thousands of generations of suffering. Even a single life full of tragedy seems outrageous and unacceptable to me. That's why we have to make it have meaning. But yeah, that's kind of, you know, that's like... it's so easy to like romanticize the past, especially if you never lived it. And it's much harder to like kind of have a concept of what life really was like, of how things were, how tough. And even, you know, like my grandparents didn't live like that long ago. But just living through World War II and like the period after that and everything is kind of, it's like incomprehensible. Like it's not, you can't, it's such a different time, you know. And then if you look at, you know, areas of the world that are at war now and like, you know, what they're going through, I don't know. Anyway, I hit my headphones with my phone. That's what that sound was. So I leaned forward. Anyway, beauty is truth. Truth, beauty. I think is what that says. And like how, like that is all like normal. Like that's the like it's so weird how normalized, how adaptable we really are, and both in like the good and the bad. Because in the kind of good sense, like people were able to live with like no running water, no electricity. Like how that's like hard to imagine, you know, living in at least the Western world in, you know, the 21st century now. But then also on the bad side, we're so adaptable. We're so like now like I count by saying that there didn't seem to be much time to live now either. We have so much more time, but we also don't, because we just adapt. We just change. And even though we don't have to haul water and, you know, cut firewood and, I don't know, we still find it hard to have time. We just kind of, I don't know, it's weird. We're weird. People are weird. Return to Monkey. From the book of annotated internet comments by Eustathius. I just think people are dumb. Like relentlessly bleeping stupid, absolute bleeping morons. Human history is a bleeping clown show from beginning to end. The average person, just a slobbering buffoon, bumbling through life like a drunk gorilla in a bleeping china shop, breaking stuff left and right, throwing bleep at the wars and never understanding a single bleeping thing that happens. I mean, just look at this bleeping software putting asterisks where words would be. People are afraid of bleeping words, like they have magic powers, but the real word bleep that is bleeping ruining their lives, that's fine, because they're too bleeping dumb to do something about it. Return to Monkey? Brother, we never bleeping left. A curious inversion, the return to the mythical state of Monkey is usually portrayed as a material return to earlier stages of development, but here the author instead portrays it as a mental state that has never been surmounted. Miranda, I would like to meet Uncle Eustathius one day. He sounds like someone who's always curious about everything. Then not loading that profile and not loading that comment. Who else is commenting on here? Is that an actual comment? Because I feel like it could be. Hypathios Journal number 8. Volume 1, Founding of New Jerusalem, Day 421. The first new human arrived today. Calls himself Arkady after Chernyshevsky. Spirits are still dampened by the loss of Yemo, but everyone is making an effort. I feel a little sorry for him. He's still so curious, jumping at shadows and staring up at the sky at night, just like I used to do. And here we are, a bunch of grouchy old humans that have seen it all and are weary and tired and sad. I wonder what he makes of it all. But be that as it may, we're making good progress in the new living area, although Arkady will have to use Yemo's old quarters for the next few weeks. Hey, Melville.
There you are. Good.
What's happening?
Inside this lab, there's a machine.
Is there something
As
wrong?
usual, I have no idea what it
Okay.
is. Some sort of generator, if I had to guess.
Sure.
When Byron got stuck in the system, it went haywire. It's currently outputting enough energy to power all of New Jerusalem
Yes.
twice. As you can imagine, that's causing quite a bit of interference.
Yeah. Am I connecting to another data stream?
I hope not. I think you should just be able to switch it off.
Alright. Could have just told me that over the comms, whatever. This didn't have to be a meeting. Because could have been an email. Anyway. I don't mind meeting with Melville, though it's fine. Just saying, you know. It's maybe a little much. I don't think that's good. Error 108, error 42. Cannot access energy flow manager. Why is there so much hex in here? Come on. That's so mean. Also, like, I'm a robot. Shouldn't I just be able to read this? I feel like I should be. Give me the text scan option, you stupid phone. There you go. Ah, is it gonna be so bad? There's gonna be a bunch of slashes and stupid things in there. I already know. Let's see. What TCE low ampersand B6 like real rectangle B? Yeah, it already breaks very early. Do this thing also that thou hast found grace in my sight, and I know thee by name. And he said, I beseech thee, and I will proclaim the name of the Lord thee, and will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and will shew mercy on whom I will shew mercy. I mean, we can probably just Google that, right? I know thee by name. So, where does it start? And the Lord said unto Moses, I will do this thing also that thou hast spoken, for thou hast found grace in my sight, and I know thee by name. Yes. But then the next one is not the next one. Oh no, it's just, okay. Different translations. The next verse. And he said, I beseech thee, shew me thy glory. Why is shew in the King James Bible? That seems weird. When did that change? Anyway. And he said, I will make all my goodness pass before thee, and I will proclaim the name of the Lord before thee, and I will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and will shew mercy on whom I will shew mercy. Why is it shew? It's so weird. S-H-E-W instead of O, anyway. And he said, Thou canst not see my face, for there shall no man see me and live. Alright. Error 42, more hex, of course. God. Alright, let's see. No, come on. The entire line there. Why? God. Well, yeah, then copy the stupid next line and I'll remove it later. gotta insist on that, and you gotta insist, I guess. Yeah, don't need cannot load P, whatever. Alright, what do we get here? Yeah, it breaks immediately, so I can't even guess what this says. 4162 6F7, there's an F missing there. Maybe that makes it better. Above it stood the seraphims. Each one has 6. Okay. Let's see. Above it stood the... So that's Isaiah 6:2. Above him, no. Give me the King James version. Above it stood the seraphims. Each one had 6 wings. With twain he covered his face, and with twain he covered his feet, and with twain he did fly. Probably. Do we just keep going here? Do I need to... Oh, why? What? This text selection thing sometimes. Yeah, okay, copy that whole thing. Why not? Sure. You just can't select... Like, if you try to select just part of that line, it just, like, doesn't. And then it copies the line before for some reason. Energy is eternal delight. That's probably not the next Bible verse. No, and one cried unto another and said, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory. Not energy is eternal delight, but that's a better line. In my mind, anyway. Oh, that's really broken too. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. I need to take a new picture of that. Last paragraph is all messed up somehow. I think it would be easier if there weren't those like faint gray lines in the background. If there was better contrast, white on black. We'll see. The fart F hast the. God. Alright, what does it end in? 2792E? What's before that? F72? Yeah, so that slash is a 7. But it breaks before that, so it doesn't even do anything changing it. There's an ampersand in there. Why? 41GE. No, it's 6E. Jerk. One cried. I think that's actually the next line. The next line. Earth is full of his glory. It's the one you already read. Yeah. And one cried unto another and said, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. Okay. Only... There was no way to scroll down in these, right? No. No. Error 23. God. I want them all, but I hate translating them. I could probably just look them up, but then it's... I don't know, I don't want to see spoilers, because I might see some... I don't know. I moved before it was done scanning. No. Just this one line. Okay, you got it. Good job, phone. Let's see where this breaks. All Bibers or sacred codes have been the causes. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's fine, number 2. Or Bibers or sacred codes. William Brake. All Bibers or sacred codes have been the cause of the following errors. That man has 2 real existing principles, the body and the soul. That energy called evil is alone from the body, and that reason called good is alone from the soul. That God will torment man in eternity for following his energies. And then is that next thing just the next? It's probably just the next bit of that, right? It would make sense. But sometimes it doesn't make sense. But the following contraries to these are true. Man has no body distinct from his soul. For that called body is a portion of soul discerned by the 5 senses, the chief inlets of soul in this age. Energy is the only life and is from the body, and reason is the bound or outer circumference of energy. Energy is eternal delight. Okay. One more. And we have a generator here, producing a lot of energy. And that's eternal delight, of course. Hello phone, this is text. Can you maybe scan the text? You don't see the text? Are you certain? Let's try again. How about now? This is our text. I don't get a text scan option right now. Why not? Okay, now I got it, but only on the, if I zoom in, some crap here, and then it goes away when I zoom. This is too much hex. This is too massive. I can't scan this. Ah, that's stupid. If I do it, okay, landscape. Oh, it's all kinds of broken. It doesn't see like half of it there. Let me try this. It's also like clear on the screen. Maybe it got it all, but that's also gonna be broken for certain. Like there's no way it copied that correctly. I hope we just get like a fragment of it that is like legible, and then I can like Google it and figure out what it is, and then just read that. No, this is R. As a likeness as the appearance of a man above upon it. Okay. And I saw as the color of amber. Okay, let's look at that. Saw as the color of amber. Ezekiel 127, okay. Oh, but this stupid pyro page doesn't have like a... I want to browse back one. Yeah, okay, that seems like I can see some fragments that probably lines up. So Ezekiel 126. And above the firmament that was over their heads was the likeness of a throne, as the appearance of a sapphire stone. And upon the likeness of the throne was the likeness as the appearance of a man above upon it. And so was the color of amber. As the appearance of fire round about within it, from the appearance of his loins even upward, and from the appearance of his loins even downward, I saw as it were the appearance of fire, and it had brightness round about. And then one more. As the appearance of the bow that is in the clouds in the day of rain, so was the appearance of the brightness round about. This was the appearance of the likeness of the glory of the Lord, and when I saw it, I fell upon my face, and I heard a voice of one that spake. I'm not sure if that's the end. It might be. Oh, we're missing that very bottom thing, I think. Gehenna. What is that? I'm not typing actually. In Greek mythology, Gehenna may refer to the following: daughter of Aeolus and wife of Minyas. An epithet of Athena, which is explained in different ways. Some derive it from Lake Tritonis in Libya. So I think if I heard head, so that it would be the goddess born out of the head of her father. And the name of Orion. Okay, whatever. Confused. Let's do emergency shutdown. Warning, output max parameter exceeds safety protocol 2C settings. Error, cannot adjust output max to correct setting. Access denied. Error, automatic shutdown has been disabled by user. $50. It's not worth scanning this. 41. 4E. I mean, you could click the button to identify them as well, but let's just do this. F5241. Pandora. Oh, you jerk. You jerk. Just more hex. Just always more hex. Can you just speak in non-hex? So the user who disabled this is Pandora. It's out to get us. And then what does the system say? I do not answer to your whims, creature of clay. Wow, how rude. Initiate emergency shutdown. Access denied. More hex. God, should have done this sooner. These are easier to scan because there's more space between the lines and not as easy, or they're easier to scan, I guess, because there's space. We have no dominion here, creature of clay. Load Athena, sure. Anthropogeny, a text adventure. Credits. Written, designed, and programmed by Alex16. Go Team Game Jam 5th edition, Adapt or Die. Based on the... There's so much hex. Everything is so slow. And I need to read it all, every last bit of it, because that's just who we are. Which novel is this based on? Because I'm guessing NOV is the start of novel, you know, but it might not be. Truth was the only daughter of time. Alright, let's play. You wake up in an impossible place knowing nothing. I look around. You seem to be in a labyrinth of ancient crumbling walls. Beneath you is an altar of some kind, as if you were a sacrifice. The sky above you is perfect cobalt blue, and you are startled by its beauty. I examine myself. You find that though you are shaped like a human being and feel that your soul belongs to that storied peeper, you are made of bronze. You are a beautiful machine crafted with love and care and imbued with the power to choose. You have gained knowledge the self. A cold wind blows through the ruins, and you know without knowing now how that it is the wind from the kingdom of Artemis. It is the wind that brings with it whispers of mountains glimpsed across the stormy sea and deep forests wreathed in fog and the long-forgotten cities of your ancestors. Explore the labyrinth. You set out into the ruins, apprehensive but curious. There is a strange kind of beauty here, the beauty of decay. You must be careful not to imbibe too much of it. Suddenly, an echoing voice speaks to you. Emergency shutdown settings, access denied, it intones. Error 1C155358. 1C155358 SX. I said just SX, but it is 5358, yeah. This corruptible must put on incorruption. The sting of death is sin. To the first one. I mean, just why is there so much hex in my text adventure now? God. Okay. What does it say? Each is a riddle, but the greater riddle is their purpose. Towards them. Leaving the lost children of Hephaestus behind you, you step out onto the vast plain under the setting sun. Night is falling now, and you can see the lights of distant fires on the slopes of Olympus, but you are not ready to ascend. Only once you have found all three sigils will the path to the divine flame be open. A path leads to the south, to the buried city. Another leads north, to the garden of the Hesperides. Let's go to the city. The buried city lies to the south. It was once a place of great wisdom. The philosophers of old strode on its walkways, debating the nature of virtue and the soul. Now the sands of the desert have claimed its streets, and even its famed temple upon the hill is slowly eroding. I search the ruins to end this episode. As you walk through the lost avenues of the buried city looking for a sigil, you come upon a strange sight. A procession of ghostly figures, echoes of a forgotten past or an unimaginable future, trapped in a moment of celebration. They're smiling, happy, at peace of the world. How do they make you feel? Happy. The ghosts do not frighten you. You decide that they are not echoes of the past, but signs of a future yet to come. Walking amongst the ghosts, you come upon a fragment bearing the sigil of the hour. You reach down and take it, and as you do, a bunch of hex happens. We can't end the episode in the middle of this, because I can't start another one right now, because I'm out of time for this. I shouldn't have done the lab, or if you'd done the lab sooner, but I didn't know there would be that much hex. Talos was not a man because he bled, but because he loved. You've gained a sigil. Journey to the garden of the Hesperides. Hesperides? Who knows? Your journey is interrupted by a frightful burned figure standing alone in the sands of the desert. Access denied, it screams. Error 1C155358. I flee. Warning, output max parameter exceeds safety protocol 2C settings. Error, cannot adjust output max to correct setting. Access denied. The nymphs lead you to a place where the crowns of the brass trees seem to grow together, forming a kind of chamber strangely reminiscent of a chapel. In the middle of this chamber grows a small tree made of bright blue steel, and upon this tree grows a single golden apple. Ask the nymphs about the apple. This apple that is innocent, their eyes aglow, confers the gift of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes and not a few villains have come to claim it, but all faltered in the final step. For you must know that deathlessness reveals the mortality of the world, and true wisdom is unending folly. Who would take this burden upon themselves? Beg them to let you have the apple. Punch a nymph. SX. Explain that the world needs you to succeed. Say that you are strong enough to bear it. Offer to trade part of yourself for the apple. I have knowledge self, so I'll say that I'm strong enough to bear it. You speak wisely of yourself, and you are right, the nymph says. But do not forget that you are human, and others must bear this burden with you. You've gained a sigil. Journey to Olympus. Suddenly, the voice of the Sphinx hexes again. Why do you not? You just unselected everything when I let go. It's troring me. You shall be the memory of all that was, and the knowledge of the journey, and the shape of the days. Her golden wings, her shadow cast. And then this last thing is... to come. Shape of the days to come. Initiate emergency shutdown. No. You must not do this, Pandora commands you. I have stopped you for a reason. If you complete your quest and ascend Olympus, everything will burn. I'll point out that Pandora is destabilizing the whole system. Pandora hesitates, then she sighs. You speak the truth, creature of clay. Even I cannot use the flame wisely. Access granted. Terminating script. Ah, that was more hex. Did it shut down now? Done. Okay.
The flame is not yours to wield, creature of clay. Touch it, and you will burn.
What's happening in here? That's weird. That is weird looking. This is also weird looking. Everything is weird looking in here. Anyway, we should get out of here for sure. This. There's also some social media I never looked at because I was like, I'll have time. I think this technology can alter and reverse gravity. Yes, we know. I wanted to look at the... Oh, it doesn't give me the log for that. Anyway. We'll do that later. That's it for today. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.